Hi! In this bag I have 5 items I no longer bring on my hikes. I will go through them one at a time and talk about why I don't use them and what I do use instead. First thing out of the bag is a lantern. A lantern is very nice to have and gives that extra cozy feeling inside your tent. It weighs only 26 grams and doesn't take up much space, but I can just as easily use my headlamp as a lantern inside the tent. I just use the strap to hang it up, or of course use it as a headlamp. A multi-purpose use for your gear is a good way to save both weight and space in your backpack. Item number 2 is the rain cover. This is the Osprey UL rain cover in size large. It weighs 107 grams. A rain cover is made to protect your gear and your backpack from getting wet, but the part that accumulates most amount of water is the back side of your backpack, and that's not even protected. So instead I just use a garbage bag as a liner and the dry bag for my quilt, just to be on the safe side. Like that I keep all my gear dry and save weight. Item number 3 is a towel. There's a lot of different towels out there, I know, but mine weighs 182 grams. It's a pretty large towel, but even cut in half it weighs almost 100 grams. I brought this a couple of times, but when I never used it, I just throw it out, and I haven't missed it once. If I take a swim, I just sun dry, and if I need to wipe out some condensation inside my tent, I can use my socks or my t-shirt and let them hang on the outside of the backpack during the day to dry. Item number 4 is a poop scoop. I have the Deuce of Spades. It weighs only 17 grams, so not such a big deal really. But after bringing it several hikes, but I never used it, I just left it at home. I understand for some of you that hikes very busy trails, it's more or less mandatory to have and to use one. But for me, who hikes mostly trails with no or very little people, I can just use a rock and some branches to cover, and that works just fine. The last and final item, number 5, is camp shoes. I have a pair of foppatofflor, as we call them. They weigh 295 grams, and it's a very common camp shoe here in Sweden at least. They're very comfy, and you can have them as a water crossing shoe as well. But if you're not expecting a lot of that, I see really no reason to bring them. Instead, I use my trail runners. I just remove that inner sole to leave them to dry during the night, untie them a little bit so it's easy to slip on and slip off. All in all, on these 5 items I leave at home, I save 627 grams. That might not sound as much, but if you ask a UL hiker, that's probably the total weight for his backpack or his tent. And why carry extra weight, right? Then of course, hiking should be fun and a great experience. And not everything can be measured in weight. Me, for example, I always bring my chair, but leaving stuff at home that you don't actually need makes it easier to bring things that you actually would appreciate on your hike instead. So do choose your gear carefully, and start weighing your gear is a very good start. That's it for today. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts about what to bring and what not, and hit that like button, subscribe to support the channel, and see you next week. Bye bye!